your mom pass?
Yeah.
Your brother pass?
Mm-hmm.
And your dad passed?
1 year, yeah. Yeah, it was a lot. Chicken Tendies is actually about losing my mom.
It's bad enough when you release a song titled Chicken Tendies, but it's worse when all you've known about a person is a lie.
But she passed away like 2-3 weeks after the song came out, after Chicken Tendies came out. That's why like I had to take a break, and there was like a lot of and stuff.
Shopping a Clinton Kane series that he is trying to sell a show about it.
Oh.
Brooke Schofield just revealed the most shocking news about her ex, Clinton Kane, that makes you wonder if you really knew him at all. But it's the snitch in the group, Zach Sang, that has let her down in a crazy plot twist. Without wasting any time, let's get down to the juicy details of the story.
Like, I'm so much better now and stuff, but I was so sick and like mentally I was just traumatized after that relationship. I've never experienced something like that. I could not eat for months. I literally almost killed myself over it. So it's like that should be punishable literally by law, because the amount of like, I don't know, especially, I mean, you know, I told
and just
you
I'm not taking away from what you're saying at all by saying this, but I'm saying like you're a woman with a platform and a friend group that was willing to be like, listen, we know he kept you away from us. Like, we all still love you. We're so happy you're back.
Brooke did a 16-part series on her relationship with Clinton and how she found out he was not only cheating on her, but also lied about his entire life, including where he grew up, his age, and where he lived. He even faked his accent the whole time and lied that his parents and brother all died within the same year when they were actually very much alive. Yeah, back in 2022, Clinton did an interview with Zach Sang and was talking about how his song Chicken Tendies was about his mother's death. The interview turned out to be a major PR disaster. He was unable to keep his story straight throughout the whole interview. A comment posted under the video gained a lot of attention, and for the Chicken Tendies crooner, you could say it gained too much attention. It exposed the truth about his parents. They said, "I went to school with Clinton, and I know for a fact that he grew up in Brunei. We went to a school for both our primary and secondary education. I'm not sure where this Australian accent came from. Additionally, I knew of his mom and brother back when I was younger, 15 to 16, and I know for a fact that they are alive and well. So what's going on? Why make such a huge publicity stunt for fame when you could have gotten it with raw talent?" Clinton ended up putting out this written statement, trying to claim that his dead mom was actually not his biological mom, but a mother figure in his life who just died. And he just refers to her as his mom because he and his biological mother never had the best relationship. Is that a tough sell? You bet. Everyone thought that was a crappy lie, but he had to attempt one of the worst cover-ups in pop history with another piece of horse crap.
He posted an Instagram post where he was like, it wasn't my mother, I was adopted at a young age, and it was a person who was like my mother, my motherly figure who actually passed away, and that's my real truth.
But that's a lie too.
That's a lie too?
For sure.
Yeah, he wasn't.
In my opinion.
During this interview, you can see Zach was definitely trying to get information out of Tana on Brooke and Clinton, but you could tell Tana was very hesitant. She tried to keep what she said to a minimum. Brooke Schofield and Tana Mungo have shared a close and dynamic friendship for some time now, and you can see this through their collaborative work on the Cancelled podcast. The two frequently engage in honest, down-to-earth conversations about their lives, including sharing funny and dramatic experiences that have resonated well with their audience. You were there at the 2024 People's Choice Awards, discussing their ongoing podcast tour and addressing another stewing drama involving Brooke's ex, Matt Rife. What happened between Brooke and Matt should have its own episode on this channel. Brooke revealed on her podcast Cancelled, which she co-hosts with Tana Mongo, that their relationship ended on awkward terms. During an appearance on the podcast, Matt Rife acted as if he didn't know her, which left Brooke feeling unsettled and confused. Brooke discovered that Matt had been seeing multiple women simultaneously during their situationship. After seeing a TikTok video featuring Matt and another woman, Brooke reached out to the woman and was added to a group chat with other women who had similar experiences with him. Matt was one hell of a player. Plus, Matt Rife insulted Brooke's body on another podcast, which deeply hurt her. That's why Brooke had stated earlier that she was set on not talking about what happened to her with Clinton Kane in any form. And if she were to talk about it one day, it would have been on her own podcast, on her own time. But backstabbing Zach took that opportunity away from her.
I have been very adamant about not wanting to talk about that online, at all. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Zach particularly knows I wanted nothing to do with carrying out that story. And it was not only told, but told with my name
attached to it
and like it as my relationship story, and I wasn't there to speak for myself. I don't appreciate that at all.
You bet she doesn't really appreciate it, because it just felt like the manner in which it happened was shady. Tana continued by saying that she called Brooke following her interview with Zach to let her know that Zach would be asking her a lot of questions regarding Clinton. Obviously angry, Brooke sent Zach a note expressing her displeasure with him, questioning Tana about their relationship. Although he had promised to remove the segment, he didn't. Even after telling Brooke he had cut it off, it still leaked out. How? Zach released it.
And just the fact that I have not heard a squeak from Zach Sang, and he is out here posting, first of all, clips about the situation, trying to get the views, because obviously it's getting views, and now he's shopping a show about it because he's got all the experience and, whatever it is.
You would be forgiven for thinking Brooke and Zach were on the best of terms, but they are not, which is why people were shocked to see that Brooke actually went on Zach's podcast and started posting all these clips from the unreleased episode where Brooke and Zach talk about how they reunited after the Tana episode aired and how upset Brooke was with Zach.
Obviously, I just made a 14-part series. Like, I have no problem with exposing this man now, but at that time, I was about to self, truly. And Zach Sang was one of my closest friends, so I thought, okay? When the situation happened, I went straight to his studio, sat down with him on that couch, and I was so hysterical. I could not function. I could not breathe. For him to then go on his own podcast with you, share the information, knowing how hard I was trying to keep it a secret. But Zach Sang was my friend, and he could not resist the urge as a journalist to be the one to share the story.
When the stinker hits the fan, you know you've messed up real bad. A total of 3 clips from this interview were posted, and everyone in the comment section was asking when the interview was airing. But Zach wasn't giving any dates. One person said, "When is the full interview coming out?" And the Zach Sang Show replied and said, "This is all you get." Another person said, "I can't find the full video," and they replied, "And you never will." And when Brooke was asked by her own fans when the episode would be coming out, she just replied, "It isn't. Too much anxiety. Sorry. I love you." You could just tell Brooke wasn't ready to talk about what Clinton put her through. And now she was dealing with everyone knowing more than she wanted out there because of Zach's interview with Tana. It's hard having everybody's nose in your business, but as it turns out, Brooke will have her turn. She started to share more and more about what happened with Clinton and the things that he lied about.
He gave his license, his Australian license, and he gave the registration to the car, which was not his car. So I thought that was strange. And then the cop is reciting his information back to him, and he says, "You were born in 1999. And I am under the impression that my boyfriend is a year younger than me, okay? And this would make him 4 years younger than me. We keep going, and I ask him about it, and he's like, "Oh, that's a fake ID. I got it mixed up. We got lucky." And I'm in my head that doesn't happen, but whatever. The next morning, I'm in bed with him when he is on a call with his manager, all right? And he is begging his manager, telling him, "Whatever it takes, I need you to have that interview deleted." And he's talking about the Zach Sang interview. I hadn't seen the interview yet, but Zach's one of our best friends. I was like, what could possibly be in this interview that is so bad that he wants it off the internet? But Clinton's telling his manager, "I don't care, just get it down." So in bed next to him, I get on my little phone and I go to the interview and I start to read the comments. And in the comments, I see someone write, "This is really strange. I don't know where this Australian accent came from. He is not Australian. He is from Brunei. I grew up with him. I went to school with him. And I saw his mom last week."
As of 2024, Zach Sang is reportedly single and tends to keep his dating life private, which means there aren't many public details about his past relationships, but just what if? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.